Hey everybody, so I'm in the garage today working on somebody's snowblower. What we have here is a Toro. It is a Power Max 1128. So, reason that the machine is here is it started up yesterday, but then died pretty instantly, and also it was spitting out some gas and maybe possibly some oil. So I went over to the guy's house, picked it up, brought it back to the shop, and it did what everybody else in the world would do: grab the pull starter, right? Whoa, that's yeah, obviously no good. So next thing you do, you come over here and you check the oil, right? Just like everybody in the free world would do, I would think. Now you'll see there's not, well, it's hard to see on the stick here. You can see a drop at the bottom. Now I did put some oil in here. I only put about a quart in here just to see what, if that would help things. But when I got it, it was bone dry. There was not a drop of oil in the machine. Now again, remember, the guy said that it started and then it kind of shut off abruptly. Now back to the pull start, right? I mean, like I'm holding my camera with one hand and trying to pull this, so of course you're not going to get the same effect. But like, seriously guys, I have ripped on this thing and it ain't coming out. So next order of business, what we do, pull out the spark plug. Now it looks pretty worn out, certainly does. A bunch of crap on the electrode there. Now pulled that out because a lot of times what will happen is the rings will get stuck in the piston and the cylinder walls. Now it's going to be really, really hard to see down in there because it's such a small hole. But anyways, to give you an idea here, I did manage to find the piston. It is there, which is always helpful, and better yet, it's in one piece. So that's great news. Now, in a situation like this, usually what I'll do is I'll soak the cylinder down for a while. I find PB Blaster works really well because it's a penetrating oil. Obviously you don't want it to soak down past the rings, really. That's not really ideal. In this situation, it's not a huge problem. I'm going to change the oil and everything in here anyway, provided I can get the piston and rings free. Hopefully it doesn't damage the cylinder walls any worse than what they are, because again, didn't really run to begin with. Anyway, so that's where I'm at right now. Just for future reference for everybody that works on small engines or regular engines, whatever. First order of business, check this oil. Always check the oil. Always. Before trying to start something. You just never know how much damage you're going to really create if there's not enough lubricity in the engine itself. It could become a real problem real quick. Now, I'm hoping that we're going to be able to save this one. Hopefully, we can get it to get unstuck, and, it'll be good to go. Now, of course, we do have an electric starter as a backup. I was actually using it to kind of bump it over a little bit to see if I could get the piston and rings freed up. Now, of course, you don't want to go too crazy with it because you don't want to score the cylinder walls. Again, this is a very fine line balance here. You got to be real careful with this stuff. Yeah, so hopefully with any luck, we can get it unfrozen and get this thing back to blowing some snow. It's actually a very nice looking machine. Doesn't look like it's got a lot of run time on it, so hopefully with any luck, we can get it straightened out. Well, stay tuned. I'll let you guys know how I make out. Thanks.